What was a loophole that you found and exploded the hell out of? In high school, our cafeteria had a prepaid lunch account system. You loaded money onto your student ID and scanned it at checkout. My school made a big deal about implementing it, claiming it would reduce lunch line wait times and eliminate cash issues. What they didn't account for was that the entire system ran on a local server with absolutely no authentication check between the scanning and the database update. I figured this out in sophomore year. I had accidentally scanned my ID twice in a row because the reader lagged. The cashier said, "Don't worry, it only charges once." But I checked my account later and noticed nothing had been deducted at all. I tried it again the next day. Same thing. As long as I scanned twice quickly enough, it bypassed the balance check entirely. So I got curious. I started experimenting. I realized the system would register the scan but not run the deduction script if you did it fast enough, which meant I could walk out with lunch, snacks, drinks, and not spend a cent. No one noticed. The cafeteria workers just assumed everything was working fine. At first, I used it maybe once or twice a week. Then it became a daily routine. I always made sure to keep my balance at a believable low number, like $1.34. So if anyone checked, it looked like I was scraping by. Eventually, I shared it with 2 friends. We called it ghost swiping. We started grabbing extra fruit, chips, drinks, whatever we wanted. Not outrageous, just enough to feel like we were getting away with something. It lasted 3 months before we got bold. One Friday, we decided to test the limits. We loaded up full trays, double entrees, bottled sodas, extra snacks, and ghost swiped all of it. One friend even jokingly asked for a receipt. The cashier printed it without noticing anything weird. That Monday, the principal came on the intercom during second period and said that all students needed to report to the cafeteria during their lunch period to verify their lunch accounts due to a technical anomaly. That was our first clue things were catching up. Turns out, someone in the district office had noticed a discrepancy. Thousands of meals recorded, but no corresponding charges. They traced it to our school and then narrowed it down to about a dozen students with unusually high scan-to-charge ratios. I wasn't the only one who'd figured it out. We got called into the office one by one. They asked how we'd been eating lunch without payments going through. I played dumb, said maybe the system glitched and I hadn't noticed. They didn't buy it. They couldn't prove intent though, and since it was technically a system failure, they couldn't suspend us. Instead, they made a deal. We had to write apology letters to the food service staff and agree to monitored lunch accounts for the rest of the year. No big loss. The loophole got patched the next week. The scanner system was updated to force a 5-second delay between scans and log each one. They also added a secondary verification if an account had insufficient funds. But for 3 months, lunch was free. Snacks too. We kept it quiet mostly. No bragging, no flexing, just small wins. Every time I walked past that lunch line afterward, I'd smile a little. They never changed the system again before I graduated. It was the cleanest loophole I ever found, and I drained it dry,